Hello, this is Kaneson here, and today we're going to be explaining and analyzing Update 3.4 in Battles. So I do this every time there's a major update. This will be no exception. So I just explain what is being changed and give my thought on it, so you guys can have a guided... you guys are guided into the new update when it is released and y'all first go into it. So, on to the first changes, which are some really neat changes. So, first of all, we have that you can now choose a custom rule in tower set and private club matches. So what this is you set up the restrictions. You can choose the game modes you want. So you can choose Bonanza, playing with fire, random trio, mega boost, or speed, and you get to combine them to your liking, up to 3 of them at once, and so you don't have to wait for Ninja Kiwi. You can just do whatever you want. And you can also do tower restrictions. So you can say, let's say you don't want Cobra, or let's say you're in Mobile Coth and Cobra's banned. You just ban Cobra, and nobody can therefore use it. It won't be a random tower, and you can do some pretty neat things with that. So yeah, that's honestly one of the biggest things so far, I feel. Next, we have regional and friend leaderboards. So this compares you with a more direct group of people. So you can do it with your friends. You can do it with the entire world, or you can do it with your region. I'm assuming that's countries. So with that, you can now compare yourself to, let's say you're in the US. Everyone in the US is, that's what I'm assuming it is, because they already have the flags. So you can see if you're the best in your country or the best in the world. I feel that's a pretty good update to add. It definitely adds more competitive feel to it. Like, let's say you aren't the best in the world, but you can become the best in your region or in your friend group, especially in the friends. So you can be the best out of your friends and have a competition between y'all. Next, we have multiple private game invites don't stack into the lobby. So that's great for people who stream, like Bruno and Lockie, for example, who would get flooded with like 15-20 invites and they have to decline every single one of them. So this is pretty good for people like that who just get flooded with invites. Okay, next we have the Cobra's misdirection ability will no longer cause crashes. That is definitely needed. I'm glad to see that was added, because that was a pretty annoying bug. Ugh. But nice to see that fixed. Mega Boost upgrading Sun Gods to temples while engineering turrets are active will no longer cause a crash. I did not know that was a glitch, but good thing it's fixed. Balloon traps in Spike Factory will no longer spawn on unused balloon paths during defense mode. That is a really good addition. I like that. Did not know that occurred, or at least I didn't remember it. But that's definitely a good addition. Players will no longer occasionally be placed in different maps in private matches. Great fix. Glad to see that the map glitch being fixed. Players no longer occasionally see the opponent's name as their own name. Did not know that was a glitch, but I guess it's good to see fixed. Next, we have the gold badge, or the gold badge description in the player profile now correctly states its rank. Okay, that's nice. I guess I didn't notice that, but good to see fixed. Force quitting the game no longer prevents you from making a loss. Ninja Kiwi has come up with a way to fix that. So now the DC glitches don't work. You will still get a loss, even if you disconnect to avoid it. And it's great to see that finally, because people will finally get the loss they deserve. Next, we have Super Monkey Fan Club will now have visuals correct on both devices. That is good. I'm glad to see that added. Super Monkey Fan Club will no longer be negated by placing a new Dart Monkey. I had never seen that happen, but I think that's a good fix. I'll assume that's good. And that's nice to see, definitely. Next, you have moving a monkey village via Chinook will now correctly update the village buffs. That I did not realize, but I can see why that would be an issue. But that's good that that's fixed. And the farm glitch has been patched. That is a huge change. Like, that's huge. Now, I feel that's probably the biggest change in this update, and it'll definitely add a lot more variants and strategies, I feel, because farms are no longer the be-all, win-all. Because now ecos will now be correctly viable. Farms lost their biggest advantage. The biggest advantage was the farm glitch. But I still expect farms to be viable, it's just that eco will now also be viable. But the other thing that this I hopefully patched is that in the previous glitch, it worked giving you more bananas than you used to be. It also worked giving you less bananas than you should have been. So being able to do that, I feel also will give a slight buff in the early game to farms, but a mid-game buff or a mid-game nerf, but an early game buff. The income received in defend mode has increased 50% for starting, from 50 to 75. I feel that is completely unnecessary. I have a feeling that's going to be sent down to like 50 or 60-ish. I really don't like that. I can see why it was added, considering defend mode is very tough on mobile. But I feel that it is a step in the right direction. I feel 75 was too much of a change, but I feel it was a good change. And now we have some of the other big updates. Bloon chipper. Now you need the 2.0 balloon chipper to get ceramic popping power. That is such a nice addition, because you need the 2.0 to pop leads, but you only need 0.0 to pop ceramics, but ceramics are just that much tougher to defeat. So I feel that was a nice addition, because the 0.0 chipper was just too efficient. It was able to pop 4 ceramic balloons by itself. It just had a little bit of cleanup. It was just too powerful with that. So I feel that was a nice addition. The Super Vac nerf, I like that. I feel that's a great step in the right direction. I don't think Super Vac is broken now. I feel that, sure, it will let you get further, but it's not going to be able to take or stop ZOMGs by itself, because instead of needing, I think it was 4 to infinitely stall, maybe 5, you now need 4 times that. So you just aren't going to be able to anymore, just with how all the pathing works. So I don't think the super high rounds will be possible anymore once this comes out. So if you want to get around 300, do it ASAP. We have the Juggernaut can now pop frozen balloons. That is great, especially if people want to start using ice a little more. You can possibly use like a 202122 ice tower in combo with a Juggernaut, and I feel that would actually be a pretty potent combo, especially in the earlier game. The Ray of Doom has had a nice buff. I'm not sure how much buff it has been, but I'm assuming it's going to be much better than the Balloon Area Denial system now. So I'll have to test that whenever it comes out, and hopefully that is a nice buff. I'm assuming it will be, but I'm definitely cannot wait to see what the new Ray of Doom will feel like, especially. But yeah, that is my analysis, and I hope y'all learned a bit from this, see how it can truly impact the game. If you have anything on your end that you want to post down in the comments that you feel I missed, or you feel you could do in addition, your own analysis, just let me know in the comments down below, and feel free to have some constructive comments. I mean, there's so much to this update that's getting changed. I feel it's a great update. Don't get me wrong in that, it's a great update overall, and I feel it's gonna be great for getting the game out there. It's great for improving the balance. So yeah, just let me know what y'all think of the update in the comments. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and Bruno and Lockie's channel will be in the description. I got this footage from their video, so big thanks to them for allowing me to use it. And with that, hope y'all enjoyed, and see you on the next one.